Hi, everyone. It's Venom. And quickly, not quickly, maybe quickly, I don't know. We got some information. Kevin Feige came out and clarified what Amy Pascal said. If you've been watching my channel, then you already know that I told you what Amy Pascal was saying, and that people were just jumping to conclusions because it's fun to hop instead of walk. It's funner that way. Amy Pascal had said that the Venom movies were going to be an adjunct to the world they're building for Peter Parker. They're going to be in the same world. And I was saying she did not say it. They're going to be in the same universe. I think it's very clear that she made the distinction of the word world instead of using the word universe, because Spider-Man's in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Yeah, so Kevin Feige said this today. He said that right now, Spidey is in the MCU, and it's just Spidey. Civil War, Homecoming, we've already shot a lot of Tom Holland scenes in the upcoming Avengers film, and we're just starting to solidify our plans for Homecoming 2. We won't call it that, whatever it is, which is exciting because it'll be the first MCU movie after Untitled Avengers in 2019. It'll be the way Civil War informed everything in Homecoming. Those movies will launch him off into a very new cinematic universe at that point. Those five movies are we're focusing. Those five movies are we're focusing on. What the heck? I don't know. That somebody, the writer of that, messed it up. But anyway, I want to really look at the point that that he said that they will, after the Spider-Man sequel, there he will be launched into a different cinematic universe. Now, I think that it can be interpreted two ways. The first way is that it's already been stated that the Marvel Cinematic Universe is going to change after Infinity War. That's already been stated. So he could be referring to the different Marvel Cinematic Universe. But we know that Sony, who owns the cinematic rights to Spider-Man, who can do whatever they want with the character in the cinematic space, meaning they could have Tom Holland in the Spider-Man movies that are in the MCU and then have Tom Holland in their own movies that are not in the MCU or whatever. It's interesting that we know that they already have Sony's having their own Marvel universe. They're having that. And he said that those movies will launch him off into a very new cinematic universe at that point. I just think it's interesting that there's this talk of that this Spider-Man, that these movies are going to be in the world that we're building for Peter Parker, and that Kevin Feige's clarification of he's clarifying basically that it'll be a different universe, and that the Homecoming sequel is going to launch Peter Parker into that. And as I've said, Amy Pascal never said that Spider-Man, or that the Venom movies were in the Venom movie, or any of the spin-offs were in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. People just literally jumped to that conclusion because of the use of the word world. And some people are like, well, why would she say that? You know, why would she say that to confuse audiences? And the reason why she would say that is because if people think it's in the Marvel Cinematic Universe by what I'm talking about if people think that the Venom movies or that if people think that the Silver and Black movie and this Craven and Mysterio movie, if people think that they are in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, they will be more inclined to see them, because people don't trust Sony, and that's apparent. The reason why people are so against and apprehensive toward the Venom movie and the Craven the Hunter movie and the Silver and Black movie is because Sony's name is on it. It's not because it's a bad idea. It's because Sony's name is on it. If Marvel came out and said, we want to do a Venom movie in the MCU, people wouldn't be like, we don't want that. No. They're going to be like, oh, that's sweet. But because Sony is doing it, it's like, I don't know. So, yeah. Something also that I want to point out is Eric Davis, who is what is he? He's the managing editor at Fandango. And he posted on Twitter that he just got done talking with Amy Pascal and Kevin Feige, who clarified that Venom, Black Cat, etc. are in the Marvel Comics universe, but not the MCU. And he says this, he goes on with, Pascal said she was itching to clarify that after the story this week, those other movies will not take place in the MCU. So I think it's pretty clear that these movies are not going to be in the MCU, and that they're going to be in the world being built for Peter Parker, meaning that the world will continue. So we'll have Spider-Man come out this year, and he's in high school, and then we'll have Venom come out next year, and it's going to take place in the same world for Peter Parker, but not in the larger universe, meaning that Tom Holland's Peter Parker will exist in the Venom movie, but Iron Man and none of that will exist. But I'm not saying they're not going to say who's Iron Man. They're just not going to talk about it. It's not going to be mentioned at all. And the purpose of that is so that people then think that it is attached to the larger MCU and go and see the movies, because Tom Holland, as an actor playing the role of Spider-Man, is in the MCU, and he would be playing the role of Spider-Man in the Sony Marvel universe. So people would then make the distinction that, oh, that's the same guy, so it must be connected to the MCU, and go and see it, which would drive ticket sales. You have this deal with Marvel. Marvel basically gets your character back to where he should be, back on top of that throne, and then you make your movies without Marvel, because you have the trust of the people, you have the interest of the people, and that's really what's going on. And if you think that's pretty shady, yeah, yep. So, for everybody that was really jumping the gun and just wanting to hear what they wanted to hear, I guess, or were hearing what they wanted to hear, I'm sorry. But you have to really, when it comes to businesses, when it comes to executives, you have to really decode what they're saying and pay attention to what they're saying. This doesn't mean that the Venom movie and Kraven the Hunter and the Black Cat characters or movies won't perhaps be in the MCU at a later date. It may be announced that they will be. But as it currently stands now, they are not. They are connected to the world in which they are building for Peter Parker, not the larger universe that is already intact. So, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. I've been telling you this. If you're new here, this is something that I've already said. You can check out my past videos. I already let you know what was going on. A lot of other YouTubers, a lot of other people were really jumping on that bandwagon, pushing this narrative that wasn't necessarily true, and it wasn't their fault. It was just excitement. You know, we're all fans. We all want to see this. We all want to have Tom Hardy in the MCU. We all want to have Venom in the MCU, because that'd be so cool. But in reality, that wasn't what was said. Yeah. So if you want to get the accurate information, subscribe. Join the 2 million movement. Join the 2 million movement. I let you know. I tell it like it is. Them shocker photos that were leaked and so real that were in Spider-Man Homecoming, and everybody just seems to have forgot about them because they clearly were fake. I said they were fake because they were. I mean, if you want accurate information, if you want accurate thoughts and things like that, subscribe. More videos to come. This is my last week in Russia, so when I come back, I'll be making more videos that may have my face in it, but I'm still gonna have my style. So subscribe if you're new. Hit the like button if you like this video. Share this video around with all of your friends, because why wouldn't you? People need to know what's going on. Everything I'm talking about is going to be in the description down below. Venom to me. Twitter, description. Facebook, description. Instagram, description. Have a good one, guys. Peace!